Hello, and thank you for listening. And if you're tuning in on YouTube, thank you for watching. This is Cave Chatter. I'm here with Cameron, Brooks, and myself, Justin. And it is August 15th of 2021. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for introducing us there, Justin. Been watching a lot of football this weekend. I'm excited. Even though it's preseason football, it's a time to look at these young players. I like looking at the rookies. I like seeing what these coaches' game plans are for who they're going to be starting, what their rotations look like. So it's kind of what I've been doing this weekend.
What about you, Brooks?
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of football this weekend too. Preseason, watching some young quarterbacks get a chance to play. I'm feeling really good about some quarterbacks I like, so it's going to be a fun year of football.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to watch football all weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
Yeah, I do like how they do that.
Yeah, my boy Sam had a good day today. So hook 'em.
Oh, Sam Ellinger.
Yeah, Sam.
I thought you meant Sam Darnold first.
No,
I did too. That was my first thought was Sam Darnold.
Sam Ellinger, chance to be a backup.
Yeah. Honestly, he played better today than he did all last year. So
yeah, and if Carson Wentz is the starter, then you're going to need to know who your backup is. So
yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, today's agenda, we're going to do some injury updates, league updates. We're going to answer some fan questions I got sent in on the Instagram, and then we're going to lead into position rankings for quarterback and tight end. So I will let Brooks take it over here for our injury updates. Take it over, Brooks.
So I think the big injury this week is going to be Rashad Bateman. He is out 6 to 8 weeks with a groin injury.
How'd that happen?
Well, I know it happened in training camp. I think they were saying specifically it was one-on-one drills. He was going up against Marcus Peters, the corner over there. They said he just,
came down wrong? Or?
He was making a cut on his route, hurt his groin, had surgery on it. So
how long is he out for?
He should be back around week 3 to week 5 is what they're saying.
So how far do you think that's going to drop his ADP?
I mean, not much. I think about the 5th to 6th round is probably when he'll be going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the type of league that you have. Obviously, in a dynasty league, you're obviously still going to be pretty high on him because
being a rookie and all.
Yeah, that a 3 to 5 week regular season injury is not going to do much for you in a dynasty league. But obviously, a lot of people out there still are playing the standard 1 year league. So, yeah, I do think it definitely takes a hit. You're not going to draft him as high as maybe you thinking. If you were really high on him, like obviously I had him as a sleeper wide receiver pick. I still like him. I still think he's going to be a good player, but maybe not going to draft him as high. I'll probably drop him a round or two after hearing that he's going to be out 3 to 5 weeks in the regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably about right. What's your next injury?
That's the only one I have this week.
Only
That's
one
the
you
only
got?
big injury that happened this week
Yeah.
to a key player.
Okay. Well, while we got time to talk about this a little more, I'd like to bring up Dak Prescott. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Do you think he's going to be fine to go by week 1? He's really making me nervous. I did 4 fantasy drafts this week. I didn't pick him once because I'm not sure.
Well, it's because you're not trying to win.
Yeah.
Oh, I got Lamar Jackson. So.
That's good.
Well, coming up here a little bit later, once we do our quarterback rankings, we'll see who thinks that that's an upgrade or maybe a slight downgrade.
Well, it's an upgrade
in terms
just by
of positional rankings.
It's an upgrade just by head coach.
Yeah, I saw Dak throwing before
yeah.
the game Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he's going to be fine before week 1. He's taking it easy right now, but I bet he was going to play in preseason game 4 for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's what I think. They keep saying the plan is to get him some snaps in that last game against the Texans. So as long as he, unless they change their tone on that, unless they come back, in a week or two and say, oh, he's actually not going to play. If they hold him out of that last game after having said that he's going to be playing, if they end up holding him out of that, then I would start to worry a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Until then, I mean, he's still, as far as everything they're saying, he's still good to go week 1. He's good to go week 1. Brooks just mentioned he saw him. There was some video of him throwing before the game last week, their past preseason game. He was throwing to Amari Cooper, so Cooper's also on track to be ready for week 1. So
yes,
to get all those weapons there,
Awesome. Well, I appreciate y'all's guys' feedback on that. Before we get started on this week's Cave Nuggets, I do have a quick sponsorship brought to you by Those Detailed Guys. Have you ever wished there was a way to have a clean car without having to find the time or put in the effort? Those Detailed Guys is a mobile car cleaning service that allows you to get your car clean from the comfort of your home or even while you're at work. They offer basic washes, full interior details, and even monthly packages that ensure your ride is always clean. Save 25% on a standard detail package from Those Detailed Guys by sending them a message on Facebook or Instagram at Those Detailed Guys or through their website, thosedetailguys.com, and let them know the Cave Chatter crew sent you.
go on down.
Here we go. Cave Nugget time. I am 2-0 against Cameron Brooks, and I'm about to be 3-0. Because I guarantee it, that y'all do not know this one either.
Daniel Jones.
No, not this week.
I do know the answer.
No, not this week. Not at all.
Okay.
So,
Let's see.
my question is for you today. Who in the NFL had the number 1 ball carrier speed in 2020 in one play?
Oh, in one
Top
play?
ball carrier speed in a play.
From a running back?
Anybody.
Oh, anybody
Anybody.
running the football. Ooh, would it have been Tyreek Hill? That's the first name that comes to my mind in terms of speed. If he had a long, I know he's probably the obvious answer.
Yeah. Him.
I'm guessing
Maybe.
maybe. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be somebody who's not the obvious answer. What are you thinking, Brooks?
Trying to think of fast people.
The whole NFL.
Depends on who you compare them.
Linemen are faster than us.
DK Metcalf.
I don't know.
I think it's DK. Oh no, you said ball carrier. I was gonna say on that tackle that he made.
Well, he's still a
Rudy
ball
Baker.
carrier.
No,
Oh, technically.
when
yeah,
he made
you're
the
right.
tackle.
Yeah.
Unless you're saying it's
He
DK
fetched that dude
Metcalf
down,
or-
dude. That play was insane.
That was. I'm
Brooks, who you
gonna
got?
take a shot in the dark and say Jonathan Taylor.
He might even be on the screen behind you. No, not Jonathan Taylor, but good answer. So,
What?
you want to take one more guess?
I was gonna say I'm gonna lock in DK Metcalf
Okay.
just because.
Yeah. What about Brooks? You locking in Taylor?
Yeah.
All right. So it is Raheem Mostert
Oh yeah. He
at
is.
23.09 miles per an hour.
Yeah.
Guess who's number 2?
DK Metcalf.
Mostert.
Oh really?
Yep, at 22.
He's pretty fast.
Tyreek Hill was actually like 6, which blew my mind. Because
Like
he's
the 6th
he
fastest.
flies, yeah.
He might not have been at full speed.
I was gonna say he probably never
Runs at
had
full
to.
speed. Him or Metcalf.
He doesn't have to.
But yeah.
Well, if it wasn't the ball carrier part of it, I could see Metcalf on when he fetched down Buda Baker on that tackle. I think he
Yeah.
might have topped. What did you say it was 23 miles an hour?
Yeah, 23.09. Oh, they showed it. He definitely topped that.
But he just didn't have the ball. I'll take partial credit for that then.
What do you mean?
I'll take partial credit. That's what I mean.
Well, I'm sure Daniel Jones is on there somewhere too.
No, last year was whenever he tripped and fell on his way to the end zone, right?
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I
Probably
forget
going
about
about
that play.
Yeah.
Probably going about 12 miles an hour there.
I bet he gets at least a 16.
Daniel
That's
Jones.
pretty fast.
Stop it. He's tall, so I mean that's about it.
All right.
Maybe
Well,
that'll lead into some speed.
that's all I got for a Cave Nugget. So mark it in your books. I'm 3-0 against the so-called experts over here. I think I'm pretty sure I'm the.
That's more, yeah. That feels more.
You're not
like
getting
trivia.
these questions right. You're just reading a fact.
Yeah, but I'm stumping y'all.
It's like that. Did you ever watch that show, Stump the Schwab?
Yeah. Oh,
Are you
yeah.
smarter than a 5th grader?
No.
No.
Stump the Schwab.
Yeah, I remember that show.
Yeah, that's
Never.
what it feels like.
Never heard of that.
Oh, it used to be huge. It was on ESPN back when we were younger.
I don't know.
Probably the early, mid 2000s. It was a sports trivia show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to love it.
I used to play sports trivia on Disney. Whatever. What was it? The game that always came out. They had like Disney trivia, then they had like ESPN trivia, Harry Potter trivia, all that stuff.
I don't know what
I
you're
have
talking
no
about.
idea. Now,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we
What?
have no idea what you're talking
Whatever.
about.
All right, so we're gonna lead into Cameron's league updates. Tell us what it's all about, Cam.
Yeah, so basically just my updates for this week. Obviously last week it was we had some training camp news that we're going over. There's some heated quarterback battles around the league. But for this week, since now every single team in the NFL has played a preseason game, I just kind of want to go through kind of the updates from the preseason games, things that I saw, try to get some input from y'all on what y'all saw. But the main things, briefly that I want to touch on is just how the 5 first-round quarterbacks played this past week. Obviously, each one of them got some game time. A few of them started. So, Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence are already basically I don't know if they've been named the starters, but they already know they're going to be starting. They started the preseason games, whereas Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Mac Jones came in relief of the current team starters. So just briefly, I think my standout of those 5 rookie quarterbacks would have to be, for me, Justin Fields.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he definitely got the most extended time. He played for, I believe it was the majority of the second quarter into the third quarter.
Yeah, that's because the Red Rocket's starting. So
Andy Dalton, hey, did you see the new beard Andy Dalton's rocking now?
I did not. I
Did you
did.
see
Well,
that?
I probably saw it.
I've seen a
but
picture of it, yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to up his swag game, but he's too old for
I
that.
don't think there's anything swag and Dalton in the same.
No, not at all.
No.
But I do think Justin Fields played really well. He started out really slow. He had some receivers drop some balls, but
That's probably because the game was slow to him.
yeah, well, that's right. What was his quote? Then I think they asked him how
game,
he's adjusting.
Yeah, he said the game was actually really slow or too slow.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny.
he took some heat for that on social media. I saw a
Well,
lot of
I bet.
people.
He played against
a lot
backups.
of people don't want to give him credit for that. Yeah, people are gonna definitely hold on to that quote. The first time he has a bad game, they're gonna be putting blasting that everywhere.
And I love it because I hate the Bears. So
I
like Justin Fields.
I like Justin Fields.
I've actually drafted him last night in my league as a backup, and as soon as he becomes a starter, he will be my starter on my fantasy team.
That's probably because you start Dak.
Well, no, it was Dak the starter in that league. Who's your starter?
I drafted Jalen Fields just to fill in until he starts.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts, sorry.
Yeah.
That's
not
a
bad
mixture
pick.
of 2 dual threat quarterbacks.
Yeah, right.
there.
They're probably pretty interchangeable.
Yeah.
But like I said, so Justin Fields, I like what he brings to the game because he obviously does good with his legs. He had a rushing touchdown in the game. But elsewhere, briefly on Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence had some good, I think he only played about a quarter. He went 6 for 9, 71 yards. He and your guy, Marvin Jones, seemed to have a good connection.
I like Marvin Jones, man.
That's my big takeaway from that preseason game 1. Now, obviously, it's just one game. It is early. But he seemed to be targeting Marvin Jones. He likes that connection there. Marvin Jones had 4 targets in the game.
He's going to rely on that vet. Any rookie will.
Right. Obviously, around them, there's a lot of other young receivers on the team. Laviska Shenault's over there. But yeah, I do agree that I think Marvin Jones could be having a really good season this year.
I got him at 4 drafts this week.
And I bet pretty late too.
Yeah, late.
His ADP, Marvin Jones, his ADP is really low right now. Comparatively.
Yeah.
Moving on, Zach Wilson. What?
Oh, you're talking about Zach?
Well, yeah, Zach Wilson. He almost same stats as Trevor Lawrence. Zach Wilson went 6 for 9, 63 yards. He played a couple series. Big takeaway for me there is in his 9 attempts, 4 of those went to Corey Davis.
I did see that.
Yeah, Corey Davis had 4 targets, all from Zach Wilson, and so that could definitely be something that is to keep an eye on in terms of fantasy. Corey Davis could be creeping up some draft boards too.
Thank you for that.
What's up? Did you have him?
No, I don't have him, but in our draft.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So Corey Davis, sneaky late round pick. What else? Trey Lance. Trey Lance was the last one. He had the big highlight.
He honestly looked awful.
he doesn't have the good stats. He was 5 for 14, 128 yards and 1 touchdown. The majority of those yards were on that 80-yard bomb that he had on his first drive.
Sam Ellinger looks better than him.
I wouldn't go that far.
Hook him.
Ellinger didn't even score a touchdown.
Yeah, but he led him to a game.
He did good. No, Ellinger did good. But Trey Lance, like I said, he had that one big touchdown. So I do think that he could be starting in San Francisco sooner rather than later.
Yeah, but I think
especially with Jimmy Garoppolo being the starter over there.
I think it's Jimmy G's job to lose.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, yeah,
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much Kyle Shanahan even likes Jimmy Garoppolo at this point.
Yeah, that is also very true.
I mean,
what did Mac Jones do?
I thought I already said
Mac
Jones. Mac Jones did have the longest stint. He played a couple quarters as well. He looks like he went. Mac Jones went 13 of 19 for 87 yards. So he wasn't exactly throwing the ball deep.
Yeah.
He was doing a lot of intermediate throws, a lot of short throws. I will say, so I was watching the game. Maybe this is just because of the team that he plays for, the Patriots. When I was watching him, he looked a lot like Tom Brady to me.
Just because he's white and slow and
plays for the Patriots. I'm telling you, next time you watch Mac Jones, next time you watch a Patriots game, I promise you, it was the very first throw he made. I saw it, and I don't know, it just looked like Tom Brady.
Yeah,
he wasn't going deep. It was because he was attacking the middle of the field. He's not going deep unless he has to, unless there's something there. So that's kind of the update I have from the rookie quarterbacks. Obviously, there's some good quarterback battles around the league, which a lot of those have to do with rookie quarterbacks as well. So at least three battles that I just laid out for you right there. San Francisco, Chicago, and New England are in heated quarterback battles with first-round rookie quarterbacks in play there.
I like I said, I had 4 drafts this week. I'm in 8 leagues this season. So it's going to be a busy, stressful Sunday for 17 weeks.
Okay. Well, who do you root for?
I don't even know.
Exactly.
The one I make the most money in, I guess. But no, I'm just doing it. It's my first time playing that many leagues. I'm doing it because obviously I'm just really ready for fantasy football.
I know.
And I get on Yahoo, and anytime I click on there, it says, click this button, join draft now. It's automatic. I'm like, I have no self-control. I have to click it every time.
Oh, so you're just in like
random leagues, yeah.
Oh.
But, I
normally do one random league a year just to play kind of for fun.
I'm in 3 random leagues. But to follow that up is about Trevor Lawrence. I got him like in the 9th and 10th round every draft. Sometimes 12th.
12th
He's
round?
my backup quarterback, yeah.
Ooh. Well,
he's fallen because no one knows about either Gardner because he came out this week saying that he's not the presumed starter. So
yeah, but
he is.
Nobody believes that.
Yeah,
right. Well, I mean,
I'm sure people are freaking out about it.
Obviously, if you're in that many leagues, there's some people out there who are just playing for fun.
Yeah, for fun.
Maybe more experienced, don't realize that Trevor Lawrence is actually deserving of a higher pick.
We also have a lot of quarterbacks out there that have shown greatness.
There's a lot of good quarterbacks now.
Honestly, all around the league, it's hard. Like I was looking at rosters, I'm like, every roster is a championship winning roster. It's insane. How much talent is in the NFL right now?
Yeah,
it's crazy how many talented players are in the NFL. It's crazy how many good teams there are.
Yeah. It's one of those things that just every single year just gets better and better.
Yeah.
And then you look, like this year, Trevor Lawrence was in the draft. I mean, we had, like I've said, 5 first-round quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And, there's always talk about, this might be the best quarterback draft class in however many years. Well, next year, 2-3 years down the road, I bet we're going to be seeing the same exact thing.
Yeah. And it's crazy looking at the draft. So that was actually going to be one of my cave nuggets today, but I changed my mind. How many running backs were drafted in 2013 and 2014 in the first round?
13, 14?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think it'd be that many.
You're correct.
I would think 3 at most.
What about
maybe 4 at most, but my number's about 2 or 3.
In the first round?
Yeah, first round running backs.
Combining both
13 and 14
years?
Yeah.
Oh, 2 years.
Yeah, 13 and 14.
Oh, sorry.
7?
Yeah.
8?
Well, the answer is 0.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was shocked.
Well, you shouldn't be. If you look at any analytics out there, they're going to tell you that the running back position.
But every year they're picked, but that year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So just those 2 years?
So 2012, Mel Ingram was the solo. But after that, there's at least 1 to 3 every year.
Yeah, well, NFL GMs still don't understand modern day football.
They get beat up too. I mean,
there's no reason to draft a running back in the first round.
yeah,
There's just not.
Unless you're a fantasy champion.
it's Zeke.
Unless it's Ezekiel Elliott.
Well,
At the time, I loved the pick, but if you told me today, if I had the same choice between Zeke Elliott and Jalen Ramsey, give me Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah,
10
I would
times
say
out of
that
10.
too. I
that's
love
because Zeke
I
has
love
sucked
Jalen
past
Ramsey.
2 years.
No, I'm saying if they're both coming out of the draft this year, or next year, and I had my choice of the two.
That's
give me
because all defense is garbage.
Well, that too, sure. But yeah, so that's a decent stat you got there.
Yeah,
you had better ones.
Yeah, that's why I picked the ball carrier speed.
I like that one.
Next gen stats.
Yeah, I love some next gen stats. I'm all about data. I'm all about football analytics. I love that.
Yeah.
Analytics are key.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So is that the end of your league updates, Cam?
Yeah, that can be.
What about you, Brooksy? You got anything to add on to that real quick? Before we
No,
move
not
on?
really.
Yeah. So I'm super excited about what's coming next. Is I asked around social media, asked for some fans to chatter in.
Ooh, I like that.
So they sent in some messages on the Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to ask Brooks one question and Cameron one question, and we will go about 5 to 10 minutes and kind of answer their questions for them. So I just want to say thank you for sending in your questions. Keep sending them in, and we'll answer them for you on the show here. So the first one is from Zane Mendoza 21. Here you go, Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
It says, who do you choose, Laviska Shenault or Marvin Jones for wide receiver 1 in Jacksonville, with Trevor Lawrence being the presumed starter? We kind of already touched on this.
I was gonna say this actually. I didn't know this question was coming, but this actually just ties into basically what I just talked about. Was that Trevor Lawrence coming in? He showed some good. What's the word I'm looking for?
Connection.
Connection. There we go. He had a good connection with Marvin Jones down the field. He clearly. The one big pass that he had was down the field. He clearly, and it was a good ball, but he threw it up there. It was, not necessarily a 50-50 ball.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin Jones Jr. still had a better chance of catching it, but he clearly has some trust in Marvin Jones. Whereas Laviska Shenault, the only 2 catches he had in that game were like wide receiver screen type plays, where Lawrence took the snap immediately, boom, turned it to whichever side.
Well, do they have him at slot? Because there's a lot of receivers.
No, so Laviska Shenault and Marvin Jones were both on the outside.
Okay.
So yeah, but I like Shenault a lot. Coming into his second year, he's got a lot of upside.
I just think Chark's better than Shenault.
Right. I don't know.
Obviously, Chark's hurt.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen much of Chark. I know he's been out. I don't know when he's gonna be coming back. If Chark comes back, yeah, I would even slide Chark ahead of Shenault.
Okay.
I would.
So what would be your final answer for Zane?
Oh, yeah. So my final answer is Marvin Jones 1 for now, Laviska Shenault 2. But even when DJ Chark comes back, I put Chark at 2 and Shenault at 3.
What round should he seek him in?
Shenault or Jones?
Jones.
Jones, I think you can get some pretty good value on Marvin Jones. He's not a highly ranked tight end right now.
Or
Wide receiver.
Did I say tight end?
2
My
shows
bad.
in a row.
Yeah,
My bad. I know. I'm kind of looking ahead. Right now he's a little bit lower on most people's wide receiver boards. I think you could get Marvin Jones 8th round, 9th round.
That's about right. I've been getting him 7 through 9.
Okay, and depending on what the flow of the draft looks like, he might slip a little further. If you're willing to take a risk on going a little later, he would be if you get him past, I would say, the 9th or 10th round, he's going to be a steal. He should not be falling around.
Even in PPR? Non-PPR?
Oh, and same thing.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. Well, I appreciate you, Zane, sending in your question for the team. Really appreciate you being a fan. Like I said, they sent it on Instagram, so if you want to follow us there at cave_chatter, you can find us on Instagram right there. Give us a follow, and we appreciate all of your likes and feedback and comments. We We don't take y'all for granted, that's for sure. Next question, Brooks, we got from Percy the Great. Awesome Instagram name. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that Instagram.
So it's better than mine.
Yeah, yours is pretty basic.
It's just my name.
Yeah. So, question is, how many running backs will have 250 plus touches or 15.6 touches per game?
15.6 a game.
So, obviously, this is going to take some stats to look back on. So, I'll give you a few little seconds to chime in on that while me and Karen have a little side
I would say probably about 15 to 20, somewhere in that range. Because most of your starting running backs on a team that's not doing a 2 running back system will get that in a season.
Yeah.
So I would say about 15 to 20 players, somewhere in that range is what I'm thinking.
You're around it. So last year, 10 running backs had over 200 touches for attempts for running. That's not including the receptions.
Yeah.
So probably over 230.
Right. So if you count in receptions, I think 15 is probably the number there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking for sure.
So with that being said, kind of go deeper into this question. Who do you think would have the most touches? Obviously, besides McCaffrey, Cook, and Henry.
I think Zeke is going to get back to having a lot of touches this year. He's slimmed down.
What about Najee?
I think he'll be close. He'll probably be about 180 rushes this year, probably 20 or 30 catches.
Okay.
Maybe a couple more catches, but I think he'll be close to about 200.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, great feedback. I appreciate that. Thank you for sending your question, Percy the Great. If you have any more questions, just send them on over, and we'll answer all of them for you.
Yeah.
Before we move on to our next segment, do you have anything for us, Cameron Brooks, on those questions? Fans?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I love that little segment. I love people sending in their questions because it's obviously things that, they're curious about, things that they want to know, and I love being able to help them out on that, especially with, certain player over certain player. I think that's a really good type of question to send in.
Anybody can use that. So,
yeah, exactly.
Say you draft 2 players and you want to know who you should start. Send that question and we'll be able to help you with that as well.
Yeah, and we obviously appreciate all the people who have already been sending in questions. We only had 2 picked for today just because we didn't want to go too long on how many questions that we were going to answer. We may, if it's a popular thing that people like, we may do a few more questions, but we've been getting a lot of questions in. Only able to have time for 2 today, but we love you sending them in. Appreciate that, and please keep doing it.
Yeah, I honestly, to go along with that, I really, really enjoyed grading people's drafts this week. Also, if you follow us on Instagram,
that was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, we took pride in that. It was a lot of fun. We didn't just guess. It was really fun seeing people sitting in their drafts, be able to grade them, analyze them, see what people are doing around the league. Also, just being a part of the fans is why we're doing this. I mean, we have lots of advice around here, lots of expertise, lots of championships around here. You can see the 2 championship trophies right here next to me. All of our names are on all of these trophies. So we deeply enjoy and love y'all's feedback. That's one reason we do it for is people who love fantasy football just like us. So grading, keep sending those drafts. We take pride in it for sure.
How many did we end up getting this past week?
For drafts? I think it was 7.
I was going to say 7 or 8.
Yeah. So
that's awesome for the first week that we were doing it.
And it's 25 days till.
I was going to say, and then as we get closer and closer to the season coming up, obviously our big draft that we have with our friends is coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that will be on live feed too.
If we're going to be letting them know that now, that might have been a little secret little thing.
Oh, that's going to be live feed.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to be doing a live feed of our draft, I believe coming up on the 28th.
Yes.
That we're going to be doing that. So like I was saying, there's a lot of drafts coming up, so we look forward to more people sending in their completed rosters, get a grade from it. Hopefully you can gloat to your friends about the grade you got, kind of hang it over their heads.
Have them send their drafts to Cave Chat.
There you go. See who's got a better draft, in our opinion.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you got anything feed on that, Brooks?
Do what?
Any feedback on any of that for the fans?
Yeah, I love grading drafts. It's a lot of fun seeing how different people draft players,
Yeah.
So I find it really fun. It's cool to see, like, because you can kind of tell by their picks what they were drafting in each round. You know,
Yeah, what they're looking for.
Yeah, what they're basing their draft off of. Some people go wide receiver early. Some people go running back.
Yeah, I totally agree. So before we move on, I do have to feed one bit of info to y'all. So I went kind of undercover and sent Cameron and Brooks my draft.
Oh, okay.
And they gave me an A. I was pretty pumped. Obviously, I didn't tell them it was mine until the next day because I just wanted to give it to them the next day because I knew they would never give me an A because they just think I'm awful at drafting. So I'm going to let y'all know as listeners, so when they talk crap all year long, that they gave me an A on my draft.
Well,
so I think I know a little bit more than they think.
I mean, if you're an 8 draft, I would hope one of them comes back as an A grade.
Oh, I got a bunch. Y'all gave me like 3. Yeah. I sent y'all a bunch of them. Never mind.
Well, that just takes the fun out of it. Like I said,
I'm not talking about the ones on Instagram.
Like I said, we got a lot of bad ones in. You may have had a decent one, and it just looked a lot better.
Yeah, Nelson Dotson got like a C-. Poor guy.
Well, there was one person one person didn't even draft a tight end.
Yeah, that was
You can't play if you don't have a tight end on your roster.
Yeah.
I don't like. How does that happen? Is there some oversight?
That's why we're here to help people out like that.
I don't know how much we can help. Hey, draft a tight end.
Draft a tight end.
Draft a tight end. Everybody know. Now you're gonna go do that. I don't know. Maybe whoever set that in just doesn't think tight ends are a valuable position. Maybe all the good ones were taken, and he figured that he could get one on the waiver wire. Or I don't know.
I don't know. But like we said,
we'll see.
Keep sending the drafts. We love it. We'll comment, tag it, all sorts of stuff. So next we got the big question is, what quarterback do I draft? So top 10 quarterbacks in fantasy football.
I think we all have the same first two. It's pretty obvious who the top two are.
Yeah, probably.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1, Mahomes.
Yeah. I mean, that's the obvious answer.
Well, before we started, I don't know, you might not have been here yet. He was saying Josh Allen's better than Mahomes. So
no,
that's why I tried to pause there for a second.
I was just talking mess to my daughter because she is all on this Mahomes kick, and it just tears me apart because she used to be in love with Rodgers. And now Mahomes is...
Well, you know what? If you alienate your fans the way Rodgers does, you know what? Maybe some of them won't like you anymore.
MVP.
All right. Well, you got little kids who look up to him, and he's over here. I don't want to play for you guys.
Yeah, it's just because he knows how good he is.
All right.
So, number 2.
Mahomes, number 1,
Allen.
all the way around.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, I guess everybody in the U.S., 99%. I did see someone take Prescott round 2 this week, but...
Cowboys fan. I mean... Hey, I'm a Cowboys fan. Brooks, you're a Cowboys fan. We know there's some Cowboys homers.
Yeah, for sure,
out there. Hey, look, we have a passionate fan base. All right, I just hope they're not playing for money in their league.
Hard Knocks is good, though. I'll tell you that.
Yes, that was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I always like Hard Knocks. I love it because it's like more in depth insight on your favorite teams. But the fact that it's the Cowboys just makes it that much better for me.
I liked All or Nothing too on Prime. That's good.
I am waiting for my bag though, guys.
What bag?
Oh, from Zeke?
Yeah.
Golly, what was that bag like? 10 grand or something? Like 7,500?
He's such a liar. That's not his first present to ever rap. That's such for Hollywood right there. He said that's her first present. No.
I believe it.
No chance. Why? You're telling me the guy hasn't rapped a present in 26 years? There's no way.
I'm 25. I didn't wrap a present until like a few years ago. And it's just not something you do.
I have so many comments to make on that, but since we're on a live podcast, and I'm just going to save you some.
Here's the thing. Celebrities have people who rap.
He wasn't a celebrity for 20 years.
He probably didn't give a gift.
Yeah. Not everybody.
He didn't give his mom a gift.
He probably just handed it to her. Hey, Mom, here you go. Or
a lot of places when you buy a gift, they wrap
it.
It just felt so Hollywood.
Well,
and he also hates to get rid of those nose
rings. It's a TV show.
Those nose rings are awful.
All right, let's move on.
QB number 3. Who you got?
Brooks, you want to go first?
I have Kyler Murray at number 3.
I also have Kyler Murray at number 3. Okay.
A-Rod.
Hey,
he finished QB2 last year.
Well, if you're...
thank you,
whatever.
No!
There we go.
Hey, right.
There we go.
Sorry, I don't know all the buttons.
Hey,
Gotta figure out these
you,
sound effects.
You gave me all the good ones for the last one, so that's just destiny. A ride MVP discount double check, baby.
Look, he's still a top 10 quarterback, so
He's a top 5.
well, I don't want to give away my rankings, so that's why I said that.
All right, so I got A-Rod at 3. Obviously, everybody disagrees. Who do y'all both have?
I don't necessarily just hard disagree with that. I think he has the potential. Last year, he finished second.
Yeah, I get that.
Right. But another year older, as he has motivated this year, who knows?
Another year older. You got
What?
Look at Tom Brady. Don't even use
Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time.
Aaron Rodgers
He's
is
the
right
outlier.
there with
I
him.
don't have Brady rated in my top 10. He's not a good regular season quarterback.
But Rodgers is right there with Brady in all time. MVPs.
Shut up.
No, if you can win a Super Bowl with Mike McCarthy, you can win a Super Bowl with anyone.
Okay, well then, when the Cowboys win the Super Bowl this year, you better show Dak some
I
love.
love Dak. I got Dak at 5.
All right, well, we just skipped out number 4.
No, but I had to just let the people know. 4.
Lamar Jackson.
I got Lamar too. I love it.
4, I have Dak Prescott.
So,
And that's not homerism.
But why?
I just think he has the most weapons in the NFL.
Well, that's true. But
Yeah,
Lamar has a lot too.
I struggled with this one, trying to go between Lamar and Dak. I just think Lamar's running gets him a lot of extra points. That's why I went with Lamar over Dak right there.
I like Lamar, but Lamar finished 10th last year.
Yeah, but he had COVID.
Not bad. He had some issues, yes. But the only concern I have with the in Baltimore is they have some little receivers. They tend to get hurt. Rashad Bateman's already injured.
They're all speed receivers.
They are. So,
yeah.
I think it's his 4th year, 5th year in the league.
Fifth.
I still have Lamar high. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Just right now, I have Dak at 4. I feel pretty good about that.
I picked Lamar just because it's contract year. I just have a thing for guys who have contracts coming up. They're going to show out.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, I think he's already.
Look at Zeke. What was Zeke's stats the year before he got paid?
Probably not. I mean,
No.
good. They were good.
He was like top 3 running backs in the NFL.
Right. He's been good up until the point that he got paid.
Exactly.
But he held out.
Yeah.
All right, number 5. I have Dak Prescott.
5. I have Dak.
I have Justin Herbert.
That just shows you that the only biased fans out there are Cowboys fans. Because I'm not even a Cowboy fan. I got Dak at top 5.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Cowboys fans will do anything to not have people they don't like in their top 5.
I like Rodgers.
Where's he at?
I'm a Packers fan.
Oh, here we go.
Because of Brett Favre.
Yeah, there's a Brett Favre home right behind me.
I know, I see it.
Best
Yeah,
quarterback
well,
ever.
look, I like I said, I like Aaron Rodgers. I have Herbert as number 5 for me. He was number 9 last year as a rookie, and while missing a couple of games at the start of the year.
Herbert's good.
Herbert's great.
But he's not better than Aaron Rodgers. That's not even a question.
Maybe not talent-wise, maybe not team-wise this year, but fantasy-wise, I feel like Herbert will be a better quarterback fantasy-wise.
You're telling me Rodgers and Devontae Adams isn't a better duo in fantasy than Herbert and Allen?
Keenan Allen?
But that's
They're
his
gonna put up a
only
good fight.
receiver.
No, it's not. We got Randall
Cobb? Are you kidding me?
Randall Cobb is washed.
Oh, whatever. You made Dak Prescott look like a Hall of Famer.
They do have old Tunyon.
Yeah.
They got one tight end.
All right, 6.
Whatever.
Kyler Murray.
Justin Herbert.
Aaron Rodgers. See? I don't
have
hate
Rodgers
Aaron Rodgers.
at
I have at
6.
number 6. Well, like I was saying before we tape this podcast, a lot of these guys are going to be pretty interchangeable.
Yes.
It's, at some point it does come down to a sort of personal preference. Just who you, it's a gut feel. It's a gut feeling at some point.
Kind of like I take Henry first round.
That's not a bad.
I know, but that's a gut. Most people would take CMC.
See, I have like 4 through 8 is all interchangeable for me.
Yeah, I would say 5 through 8. For me.
4 for me as well. I like 4 being the cutoff because I do think Mahomes, Allen, and Murray for me are the locked in top 3.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I have Aaron Rodgers at 6. Number 7 for me, Lamar Jackson. So I definitely have Lamar the lowest out of the 3 of us, but he's
That's just
Still in my
you're
top
salty
7.
about Lamar.
What do you mean?
You dropped him the year before his MVP season. I picked him up.
Well, okay. I can't. Okay, I don't want to harp too much. I just can't let that one slide. We are in a dynasty league. I did not drop Lamar. I just didn't choose him as a keeper player.
Oh, okay. You didn't keep him.
Because they had still had Joe Flacco at the time.
Most underrated quarterback of all time.
I loved Lamar. That's why I had him. I picked him. I remember I picked him his rookie year in our rookie draft. The part that kills me is the young quarterback that I did keep was Baker Mayfield.
Running back.
Hey,
oh, I love that video.
That was my last. I do remember because my last, hard pick was between Lamar and Baker, because I knew Baker was going to be starting. I didn't know if they were going to put Lamar or not.
Anyway, did Joe Flacco get released that year?
Maybe. We're gonna power on past that. I love Lamar Jackson.
We had 7.
I love him. Yeah. So he's at my number 7.
I got Herbert.
I have Aaron Rodgers at 7.
So much disrespect.
I like it. I don't like you, Brooks. Where did you have Herbert? 6.
6, yes.
Okay.
Herbert's 7. That's.
I think you're disrespecting my boy Herbert.
I think this is where we all kind of agree is to 8 through 10 though.
Well, let's see. Who do you have?
No, but I want to know why you think Herbert shouldn't be a 7. Fans want to know.
I'm obviously being a little tongue in cheek there because 7. That's 2 spots below what I have him at, and we just got done saying that all these guys are pretty.
But what round would you wait to take Herbert? Because quarterbacks get taken late.
Yeah.
What round?
Well, it's once quarterbacks start. Quarterback is such a weird thing every year because it's kind of a feel thing
when they first get taken.
It depends on the type of people you have in your league.
But I would rather wait
Mahomes
round 8
and
to pick up
Josh Allen will always get taken in the first 5 rounds.
It's
and
stupid.
After that,
So
it's just
stupid.
whenever the first one falls, they're gonna go.
Right. And for me, there's not too many names that go off the board. Or how am I trying to say this? There's only a few names that would scare me going off the board before Herbert.
But I would rather wait round 9, 8, 10 to get Tannehill. Because then you're going to get a solid running back receiver before them.
Right. Like I said, it depends on your league. Like I said, every single league is different.
Tannehill is a sneaky fantasy quarterback.
Yeah.
He finished 7th last year.
He did. So he's been good. There's always some
and
good...
he drops 8 through 10 every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who do you have as 8?
8, I have Russell Wilson.
I also have Russell Wilson.
I have Russell as well.
Just because Sierra.
What?
What does that have to do with number 8?
I just don't ever think about Russell Wilson.
So. Yeah.
It's weird because he's just
there.
I feel like he's just on a slow decline.
Well, Metcalf kind of stole his shine.
Right. Well, I'll tell you this. So the past 3 years, Russell Wilson finished top 10 quarterback in fantasy. Last year, he was 6th. The year before, he finished 3rd. The year before, he finished 9th.
But he had some bad goose egg games, right? Last year?
He'll every quarterback will give you that.
No, not Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, he will. I promise you, because I had him a couple years ago, so I know. Look, Russell Wilson, he will finish. You can take this to the bank. He's my guarantee.
Cash it in.
Russell Wilson will finish as a top 10 quarterback in fantasy this year.
Yeah.
All right.
And Lockett.
You don't need to worry about him.
Based off your stat last week, they had over 1,000 yards, both of them.
Exactly.
Who do you have at 9?
Speaking of that, Lockett drops low draft.
Well, speaking of who we spoke of before, my number 9 is
Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I actually have Baker.
Oh my gosh! I'm gonna throw up my mouth.
I like Baker more than Tannehill.
What?
Baker Mayfield?
Yes.
Okay.
He is in a contract year. I'll give him that. But Baker has not shown anything.
They also just paid the running back over him, so that shows you what they think of Baker Mayfield.
That is true.
And I love Chubb.
Yeah, no disrespect. What made you pick Baker for number 9? Not even 10th.
I just think he's a good quarterback.
But what? What do you see in him?
He always averages 300 yards a game. He averages about 30 to 40 rushing yards.
He also averages 14 interceptions at 6 games.
No, he doesn't.
Last year he had 8 picks.
Yeah, that's not too
That's
many.
really
so,
good.
but what year
No,
before?
that's
What
really
do you have
good.
the year before?
I don't know.
Yeah, he had a lot. Either way, the
I'm
guy.
talking about this year, not 2 years ago. I'm talking
The
about
guy
this year.
just.
I like guys in a contract year.
I do too. I brought that up earlier. It's just Baker. I just don't like him.
I
love me being a Texas fan. So.
I love the Cleveland Browns, so they could not like they're one of my favorite teams. I mean, like I love them going into this year. I think they're going to be one of the top 3 seeds in the AFC.
I think Odell has something to prove.
We'll see. Their offense does still run through the running game.
Yeah.
That was a little wordy there. Nick Chubb, if I made it known last week, maybe Nick Chubb's my favorite running back in the NFL. Not on the Cowboys. I think he's the best running back in the NFL.
I had to hear about him all year last year.
And they still have
just
Kareem
for you
Hunt.
not to make playoffs.
Yeah, they still have Kareem Hunt. But yeah, you're right. They have Jarvis Landry. They have Odell Beckham. They still have Austin Hooper at tight end. They've got some weapons over there.
Not quarterback related, but that is one thing I saw. Jarvis is dropping to like the 12th round. I got him in the 13th, 12th,
I'm telling you.
and 10th round.
In a 12-team league last year, he got drafted in the second. Last night, he got drafted in the second to last round.
Yeah.
Jarvis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I got him so late.
It must just be,
if he's the number 1 receiver then.
Well, because
off stats, he's number 1.
He's a guy, he just goes about his business. He just puts up, especially in a PPR, he's a PPR monster.
Well, you know when I fell in love with him? On Ballers. Have you ever seen Ballers? The Rock?
I've seen some episodes.
Jarvis is in it when he was playing in Miami. That's when
I think I remember that. I think I watched like the first
He was a
season
funny
of that.
dude, yeah.
All right, let me guess who y'all have at 10. Tom Brady.
The GOAT.
Yeah.
Tom effing Brady.
I have him at 13.
That's so much disrespect on the greatest of all time.
I just don't think he's a good in the playoffs.
What?
He's a good
He
quarterback.
finished 8th last year in fantasy.
I just don't like him in regular season.
He doesn't turn it at this point in his career. Yes, he did finish 8th last year.
He just wins games and goes home to Giselle.
Exactly. He does what he needs to do in the regular season.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. But like we said, he's the greatest quarterback in NFL history.
I agree with that.
Until Rodgers
I
wins
agree
the
with
Super
that.
Bowl, but
Stop it.
At
But
10, I have Ryan Tannehill.
okay,
I
there you
respect
go.
that. I love Tannehill. He plays hard.
Tannehill's just such
He
underrated.
just puts his body out there.
People, and
It's crazy. He went from Miami to Tennessee and just became such a better quarterback.
Yeah.
Well,
I hated him at Miami.
Helps when you have Derrick Henry. But
Well, actually, Derrick Henry feeds off of Ryan Tannehill.
Well, yeah, because
that's a discussion. That's a discussion for another day.
But I'm just saying it helps. It helps.
But, yeah.
All right. So top 10.
You want to recap our?
Yeah,
top
I'll go
10s?
through mine. You go through yours. Brooks goes through his. I got Mahomes, Allen, 1, 2. Rodgers, Jackson, Prescott at 3, 4, 5. Murray, Herbert, Wilson at 6, 7, 8. And then 9 and 10, I got Tannehill. And then the GOAT, Tom Brady.
All right, so in mine, I have Mahomes, Allen, Kyler, Lamar, Dak, Herbie, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Baker, and Tannehill.
Can you give us your number 9 again?
Baker.
That's uncalled for.
So
Y'all have Tom Brady right in your top 10. That's trash.
So here's my top 10. Mahomes, Allen, Kyler, Dak at 4, Herbert to round out the top 5. Then Rodgers, Lamar, Russell Wilson, Ryan Tannehill at 9, and then got to do it, Tom Brady at 10.
Tannehill.
Awesome.
Yeah, Tannehill. It's one of those things. I know his last name's Tannehill, or not, but Tannehill.
Yeah.
But I gotta say Tannehill.
No, I get it. So yeah, awesome. Thank you for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be putting that out on social media again. See people our fans rank us or vote on who had the best top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, Brooks actually had the most top 10s on running backs. I was second. Cameron was third. So sorry, Cameron.
What?
Yeah, the fans did not like your picks.
Because
Austin Eckler really upset a lot of them.
It's because y'all have Jonathan Taylor rated way too low.
Yeah, but they liked Brooks. They liked me, and then Cameron's last. So we'll see this week.
Because
quarterbacks.
I will say, because not everybody plays a PPR league.
I still got to post our wide receiver rankings too. I'll do it this week.
Yeah. Do we have any sleepers
for quarterbacks?
I don't really know if that's a thing.
I have Justin Wilson.
Zach Wilson?
Not Zach Wilson.
Okay.
My
I was
bad.
gonna say
Not Justin Fields.
Okay.
Zach Wilson.
Because I got dibs on Justin Fields.
I actually have Justin Fields too, because I'm telling you, once he becomes a starter, he will be a top 10 quarterback.
Zach Wilson looks solid.
He did look pretty good, I gotta say.
Yeah, do-rag.
I never watched him in college because BYU. Why would I
yeah.
watch BYU? But I'm hitching my wagon to Justin Fields.
I just don't trust anybody from the New York Jets.
Oh,
That too.
wow. I took that back. Tim Tebow. Solid.
Did you see
that block?
Oh my God.
See that?
That was
That
terrible.
looked like a high school freshman.
That literally looked
I
like...
love Tim Tebow.
I was going to say that. I was like, I had a film session back in high school where I did that exact same thing.
Got your ass chewed out, didn't you?
Yes. I was like,
I played tight end
video film.
I was
in high school for about a game, and that was
I,
trash.
I played quarterback my whole life until high school because I'm 5'9". And
You played fullback.
I went to fullback, and I blocked better than that.
Hey, we respect fullbacks around here.
That was a
Hey,
weak
look.
block.
To be fair, like it's one bad play.
It was weak,
we can
though.
find a bad
I
play
love
from
Tebow.
everyone. I'm not going to disrespect Tebow on this podcast.
But he should
right?
probably go
I'm not
back
gonna
to
be
the
caught
minor
doing it.
leagues.
He's like 34. Who wants to play in the minors at that
He
age?
gets paid millions to pay in the minors, so I ain't worried about it.
I hope he doesn't make their team. I really
No,
hope.
he'll make it for jersey sales, dude. It's a
yeah.
business.
Just for that.
He's
yes,
from
good point.
Florida. He'll make the
I'm sure he's already sold a bunch of
Oh, he's already like the top 10 jerseys sold.
Gotta do what you gotta do for
Yeah,
that.
dude.
Yeah.
Do it
It's
for
a
the
business
money.
at the end of it.
It's all about the paper.
Kind of like Romo. Romo should have never been in Dallas that long, but the fans loved him. Made tons of money. I love Romo, but he should have been out of Dallas a long time
I
ago.
don't know where you're going with this.
I'm just talking about
Many rants.
fans. Yeah. All right, tied in projections.
Mhm.
Number 1, locked in.
Travis Kelce.
Yeah. Yeah. Travis
If you don't
Kelce-
have that, you probably shouldn't play fantasy football.
You want to know his last 3 years, what he finished in fantasy?
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1,
1,
1,
1,
1.
Yeah, I'm sure he finished.
Where did
first
he
years
get
before.
drafted?
Ooh, like 15 maybe?
I have his
I
card.
think it was like 14.
I have his card somewhere. Where did he get drafted from?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. That's right.
Yeah.
I feel like it was 13 or 14. I might be a little too early.
The guy is.
Yeah,
The guy's a
14.
baller. Tell you
Yeah,
that.
14. That's what I was thinking.
The one who blows my mind is Kittle, which we all have him at 2, right?
Karen probably has
You have
Waller.
Walker at 2, don't you?
Waller.
Or Waller.
I do have Waller at 2, yes.
What?
I went back and forth on this for a while, just because Kittle is injury prone.
Yes.
Yeah. That's,
But you can't. But
well, that's the main reason,
But you
though.
can't hold that because there's no such thing as injury prone.
There
No,
very
there's
much
not.
is. Yes, there is.
You're either hurt or you're not. You can't. So you're telling me you sprained your ankle, you have a better chance of spraining your ankle next year?
If it's weak, yeah.
No. These guys have the best trainers ever.
No, I know. But it's different injuries that he had. But that was not my main reason. You know, like I said, Waller finished second last year. I love Darren Waller. He's a great tight end. Basically just a big old wide receiver out there.
Yeah.
He's Derek Carr.
He's fast.
Derek Carr's best friend on the field right there. I mean, if you watch the Raiders play, Derek Carr just... I had Waller on my team last year. Multiple games were 10, 11, 12 catches.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Carr just looks for him.
Waller's dropping in drafts, dude.
I'll take him. I'll snatch him right up.
He's dropping. The trend I've been seeing, he's dropping. But it's because he hasn't been at practice.
Yeah, I saw that. But let the man live his life.
All right.
All right, so I have Kittle at 2.
Who's number 3?
3, I have Walker. Or Waller, my bad.
I have Waller as well.
Kittle.
So
Yeah.
Our top 3.
So 4, I'm sure we're saying 2. Andrews.
I have Mark
Andrews.
Andrews.
Yeah, Mark Andrews.
So 4 all around. Mark Andrews.
Mhm.
5, Hawkinson. You already bragged on this dude you made me draft him in our dynasty league because you said he's the best rookie tight end. Now you're not even gonna rank him top 5.
When he came out in the draft, yes.
He is top 5.
Yes.
I know.
buzzed.
I have Hawkinson at 5,
Oh, okay.
but I don't have it locked. I don't know. I'm just...
Wait,
I
no,
keep-
I have him at 6, actually. My 5 is Kyle Pitts.
Yes,
Oh, I have
exactly
Pitts at
right.
I love Kyle
But
Pitts.
the only reason I have Hawkinson before him is because Pitts is a rookie.
Well, still, though,
It's hard
with
to rookie top 5.
Julio being gone, he will be Atlanta's number 2 target.
Oh, yeah,
And
for
Pitts,
sure.
like really is more of a wide receiver. Like he
Yeah.
is a true pass catching tight end.
He looks solid.
Yeah. Whereas Hawkinson, I don't know what their system is going to be in Detroit with the new
he's
head
hurt.
coach that they have.
He's hurt too.
But they do like to line Hawkinson up and use him as a blocking tight end a lot. I like I said, I have Hawkinson at 5, but I went back and forth like for a long time between Hawkinson and Pitts. I just couldn't decide.
6.
So 6, I ended up settling with Pitts at 6.
I have T.J. Hawkinson at 6.
I have Pitts at 6.
So our top 6
Pretty much the same.
are all the same.
7, I got Gesicki. Or Gesicki, however you want to pronounce it.
Mike Gesicki.
I like the dude. He just looks super athletic, super tall, super aggressive. He had some great games last season for me in fantasy. I picked him up late in the year, and then yesterday he looked good. So
yeah, he's a good tight end. I have Logan Thomas at 7.
I just seen so much stuff from him that
Ryan Fitzpatrick loves him a tight end.
it's true. Gesicki could prove that.
Logan Thomas finished as the 7th ranked tight end last year, so
I have Thomas at 11. So
I have Dallas Goddard at 7 because I think go.
But Ertz is there, man.
I think Hurts is going to rely on Goddard.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz, no. Don't even say his name.
I know, but
he doesn't exist anymore.
I have
in the Eagles' eyes.
I have Goddard at 8. So I agree with you there.
I'm pretty sure Zach Ertz has already requested out.
Where did he go?
No, he's still on the Eagles.
I know, but where would he go?
Where?
Who needs a tight end?
Yeah, I heard something about Joe Flacco potentially starting for them.
You know who needs a tight end?
Joe Flacco. What? Who?
Dallas.
Not the Titans.
What? Schultz is not even near as good as Zach Ertz.
Schultz is in our
Who's y'all starter?
Blake Jarwin.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I disrespected the great name of Blake Jarwin.
No, I want the people to think that you know what you're talking about, and then when you go about Blake Jarwin, that means you don't know what you're talking about.
Zach Ertz is better than Blake Jarwin. Schultz had a better year than Jarwin last year.
Well, I would hope so, because Jarwin tore his ACL in week 1.
Yeah, well, Jarwin's not that good.
Well, I don't have him in my top 10 or anything, so don't worry. But Brooks, you had Goddard at 7, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have Goddard at 8.
Because I have Goddard at 8, so that's why I like
Who you have
him at 7.
I have Logan Thomas at 8.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Honestly, I wanted to put Logan in my top 10, but I just couldn't do it.
So this is the guy they've had on their team for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's incredible.
Honestly, the only reason I didn't put him top 10 is because I had the tight end before that, and he was always hurt.
Oh, Jordan Reed?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordan Reed.
I picked him in our Dynasty League our first year, and he never played another game.
Yeah, that dude, he got a concussion every single year.
Yeah.
He was a good tight end, too.
Oh, he was a really good tight end. He was a top 5 fantasy
for
tight
sure.
end at his peak.
All right, so 8, Goddard.
Mhm.
9, I have Noah Fant.
I also have Noah Fant.
I also have Noah Fant.
Okay.
There we go.
All across. 10.
I would say a little nugget on Noah Fant. If you want to drop him outside your top 10 because he doesn't have a very good quarterback.
Oh, Drew Lock is a baller.
You're welcome to do that.
Yeah, swagger, baby, swagger.
I will say Drew Lock had a really good game.
Swagger wins
Preseason.
games. Jerry Jeudy looked good too.
Mm-hmm. Preseason, so
Drew Lock is the man.
Yeah,
Lock it in. Draft that
He's got talent. I will give him that.
Well, next year Aaron Rodgers will be their quarterback.
Yeah, and then Drew Lock go to Green Bay because Jordan Love blows.
Jordan Love did good.
I still don't like him.
Anyway.
All right, who do you have at 10?
At number 10, I have Mike Gesicki.
I have Mike Gesicki,
I got Tyler Higbee just because he's a New England Patriot.
No, he's not.
Oh, what? Yes, he is.
Are you talking about...
Oh, my bad. Hunter Henry. I read my sheet wrong.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry, top 10.
I can't trust that because they have two tight ends.
Smith.
Yeah, they
Jonnu
do.
Smith, and I don't know who's going to be number 1.
I just know Belichick likes to use this.
They did the weirdest...
They run 2 tight ends.
Yes. They did the weirdest thing of signing 2 big-name tight ends in free agency last year.
Because they run 2 tight ends.
Well, I mean, you go back to when they had Gronk and Aaron Hernandez.
R.I.P.
No.
R.I.P. to the people he murdered, or R.I.P. to Aaron Hernandez?
Aaron Hernandez.
That's awful.
Well, I mean, no,
It's
I
just-
say it's awful.
He
We
was at
also
the
have
chair
a
for
friend
20
named Aaron
years.
Hernandez.
Not our
Dude.
for those listening and who know our friend
And he's
Aaron,
awful at fantasy football.
He's very much alive.
Awful at fantasy football.
But I only mentioned I knew me saying his name would make Justin say something dumb over there.
But you can buy a house from Aaron Hernandez.
You can. But what I was you quit throwing me off. My point was yes, the New England Patriots. It's more Josh McDaniels there, offensive coordinator. They do like 2 tight ends.
So Hunter Henry, not Tyler Higbee. I read that totally wrong.
But having Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith in there, I think takes either one of them out of top 10 consideration.
So Cameron, me and you had the same top 10 in our first. Who'd you have at 4?
No, because I had Waller at 2.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
besides
that,
that,
we had Waller and Kittle
then
switch and TJ
Hawkinson
and
and
Pitts. But we had the last 4 to the same. We had the same.
Oh no, because we had Thomas and Goddard Pitt switched too.
We're all different.
Because you have Goddard at 7.
Oh yeah,
right?
you're right.
But honestly, tight ends, I think I like to think they're that extra edge on your opponent for sure.
If you have any of the tier 1 tight ends, Travis Kelce, Darren Waller, George Kittle. If you have any of the 3 of those guys, they are a difference maker. You can draft those 3 as if they were a wide.
Yes.
I cannot say the word
wide receiver 1.
Yes, you can draft them as if they were a wide receiver.
Yes.
So do not be afraid to take them early.
And Kyle Pitts for our league being a keeper league.
Yeah. If you're in a dynasty.
For dynasty, Kyle Pitts. Same with quarterback Justin Fields.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts. That's a good discussion on dynasty leagues where you think
that's for a whole nother episode.
Yeah, might save that one. That's a good,
for sure.
Good little discussion.
Our next episode is going to be top 5 rookies, so that'd be a good discussion for that. We're going to try to get that out as fast as we can.
Mm-hmm.
So today we gave you our top quarterbacks, top tight ends. Our next one will be top 5 rookies that we think will have breakout seasons for Dynasty League owners. And we'll lead into that further on. Before we get going, what do you got first, Cameron Brooks? Anything else before we end this for the fans? No?
Nah, I guess not.
Nothing from Hard Knocks or anything?
That's me realizing that there's a lot more days between the next football game.
There is, but we have Hard Knocks.
But we do have Hard Knocks on Tuesday.
I thought it was tomorrow, dang it.
Oh, is it?
It's
Tuesday.
Right? I thought it was Monday.
I thought it was Monday too.
Pretty sure it's Monday. Either way, Brooks, you got anything?
My biggest thing for y'all in y'all's draft is if you're questionable about a player and you have a player you're pretty comfortable
Message
with,
us.
Take the comfortable player. And if you have any questions, message us.
There you go.
But if you're in your draft and you're going between 2 players, go with the one you trust the most. That's the biggest thing I can say for sure.
Trust your gut. But
Yes.
first message us. Trust Cave Chatter first.
Sorry, he's can't talk.
Then trust your gut. But first message us. Send us your drafts. We'll grade them.
Okay,
We'll have
they
a good
can't message
time.
us in the middle of a draft.
They can, actually. I answer my phone 24/7.
Well, your number's not on there.
Oh,
you mean as the Cave Chatter?
Yes, I will answer you. If you're in the 8th round and you're drafting, you message me, I'll answer it.
Okay, so I will say to you listening out there, if you do that, then Justin will try to
I
text
will.
us, but you might just be getting only Justin's opinion
And
on that one.
who won a championship last year? Yeah,
I
trust
mean,
me.
you won-
Either way,
there's a
we're
lot of
all
people who won
either way
championships
we're all
last year.
really good at what we do. That's why we started this podcast. We want y'all to trust us, make
Mm-hmm.
your decisions. Eventually, we'll
Yeah.
do it every year for you. So
I think that's a good little nugget Brooks had, because I can't tell you how many times I've had gut feelings about players
And taking the wrong one.
but saw how high maybe so people were talking about another player, but I just really felt strongly that a certain guy was going to do good, and then I went against my gut feeling, and I feel like 9 times out of 10 you end up regretting it. So that's a good little bit right there.
Yeah.
Hard Knocks Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday.
I am correct.
You got the answer. All right. Well, before we get going, I like to give a shout out to Cameron's mom.
Oh, hello.
Cameron did not cuss this episode, so you can watch it without earmuffs.
Hi, Mom.
Great job, Cameron.
Hi, Mom.
Kids can actually listen to this. And then last but not least, please, as our fans, go subscribe to us on YouTube at Cave Chatter. We truly appreciate it. We're trying to get to our way to 1,000 subscribers. And also go follow us at Cave_Chatter on Instagram. Send us your messages, comments, feedbacks, everything else for the show. Follow us on Spotify. We appreciate all that y'all do. And last but not least, this is Justin. I'm here with Cameron and Brooks. And I'm out.
Peace.
You forgot.